Hello everyone, hey, welcome to another episode of The Front. As always, you can check out the website at leadtheteam.net for free sales training, for motivational content, and for leadership tips. And if this is your first time here, cruise on over to leadtheteam.tv. Make sure you hit the little subscribe button so you get notified when I upload new episodes and when I go live with a guest. I would love to have you join me. Also, if you didn't do it yet, click the share button now on the video because we're going to be asking the question, what are you welcoming into your life? Right now on The Front.
Thanks for tuning in to Lead the Teams, The Front.
Yes, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and join me today. My name is Mike Phillips and I will be your host. This is The Front, and I'm asking the question today, what are you welcoming into your life? When I'm asking that question, the reason that I'm thinking about this is because so often we want to be welcoming things into our lives that are helping us progress forward, that are growing us, that are positive, that create love and strong relationships and build ourselves and other people up. So are those the things that you're actually welcoming into your life at this time? And do understand that welcoming something into your life is different than inviting something in. When we invite something or we invite someone, right, it's extending the invitation for them to show up. When we're welcoming to someone or something, it's actually being excited that they're there. It's being excited that they have come and accepted that invitation. Now, for example, let's say you have relatives show up at your doorstep today. What are you going to do? You're going to welcome them into your home. And when you welcome them into your home, why? Because they're family. You expect by inviting them in, you have that established relationship. There's that love that will flow in your house. You have an expectation that when they show up, maybe you're going to sit down and have coffee or have a meal together, right? You're genuinely glad that they're there. There are some times, however, that people overstay their welcome. You know, if they stay too long and you have other plans, it becomes frustrating. People have overstayed it or say they're going to stay there overnight or longer. You know, when it becomes something unexpected like that, what started out as a kind and genuine gesture can often create frustration for you. And then by allowing yourself to show that frustration, it creates frustration in the other party. You know, so when we start out welcoming something, you have to sometimes guard the doorway. You know, given that previous example of somebody showing up at the house, you know, a relative showing up at the house, there still have to be some parameters. If the person shows up and you're going to have a meal together, you know, lunch or dinner or whatever it may be, normally the parameters are set by the host. So when you're welcoming somebody or something into your life, you have to remember that you're the host. You're the one that has to vet them or vet it, and you're the one that has to set the parameters. You set the rules on what you're allowing to come in. Now, to some, this may be a really simple message this afternoon, and to some, it may be an awakening. Here's a few questions that I would encourage you to ask yourself. What am I welcoming into my head? What am I welcoming into my family? Maybe what am I welcoming into my business? What am I welcoming into my life overall? When you break those down, when you're welcoming, even at the very first question that I asked, what am I welcoming into my head? You're allowing the outside forces of the world. You're choosing what to listen to. You're choosing what to watch. You're choosing who to connect with. What are you allowing in your head? You know, the same thing goes for the others, your family, your business, your life. There are all kinds of different areas that you may be asking yourself, what am I welcoming in? Not just what am I allowing, but what am I welcoming? What am I initially glad that I had show up that may or may not be the best thing for me? Because you really have to weigh that. You know, for me, when I'm asking that question, what am I welcoming into my head, my family, my business, my life? Are those things allowing me to grow and move forward? If they're not allowing me to grow or move forward, then I really need to take a hard look at why am I not just allowing them, but why am I welcoming them? Why am I continuing to have them here? What purpose do they serve? You know, this statement has really been speaking to me a lot lately. It's where focus goes, energy flows. Like whatever you focus on, you get more of. I shared this in a podcast previously. I shared it the other day on our automotive business page. Where focus goes, energy flows. So whatever you focus on, you will attract more of. And when you attract more of that thing, good or bad, you need to be cautious of what you're welcoming in. You know, if you're focused on that everything is crummy and you're asking the question, why me? What are you going to attract in your life? More crummy stuff. If you're focused on everything that is good and love and faith and hopeful and things are going well for you, what are you going to attract? More things that are likely to go well for you. So when you're focused on the right things, it allows you to have more of the things to welcome into your life as well. So just keep in mind, whatever those things are, as they come into your life and out of your life, at some point you welcomed them. So what I encourage you is, if you're not getting the things that you want, if you're not letting in the things that you want, one, stop it, right? It's easy to make that decision. It happens in an instant. Just make the decision to stop allowing things in that don't allow you to progress forward. Two, shift your focus, right? Start focusing on the things that you really do want. And it starts with simple things like social media, cutting out the negativity, turn off the news. Many of these things I've shared with you before, but for goodness sake, I couldn't tell you the last time I watched the news, because actually I could tell you the last time I watched the news because my son was playing football and had really good plays on there. But I was positive. I wanted it to come into my life, right? So I encourage you, be guarded on what it is that you're welcoming in. Welcome in things that do allow you to level up, that promote you, that are good, that are wholesome, that create love and build yourself and build other people up. So I appreciate you taking the time to tune in and join me today on another episode of The Front. And I hope that is impactful to you. Do me a favor, if you're gaining something out of these episodes, like I said at the beginning, please throw some thumbs up on there, share this video, and make sure that you hit the little notification icon and subscribe on the YouTube channels and Facebook. I would sure appreciate it. And until we speak next, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.